everybody, and welcome back to Motorsport Manager, in the beginning of the creation of the legacy, the dynasty of Monsoon Motorsport. And today we're going to continue where we left off in the first part, where we're going to continue to just navigate everything. So if you didn't watch part one, I would highly suggest it. We created a new Formula One team. I'm a former Formula One race winner, and I got the financial backing and support from Thomas Winthrop, who is our team chairman. He was willing to go out on a limb. He wanted to start a new team, even though he is British. He believes in our dream and our vision over here at Monsoon Motorsport, so he invested in us. And because of that, we're going to go ahead and continue to work on the team. We created the team, we created the car and the livery, and we ended up getting financial backing from none other than Ford. And because of that, we have a little bit of money in the bank account, but we also have to make sure we're being financially responsible. Not only did we create our team, but we also went out and we extended contract offers to 3 different drivers, 2 of which we plan on actually driving for our team, 1 of which is going to be our reserve driver, because these drivers right here are temporary and compared nothing to the other drivers who are in the series. We also went out and we ended up extending contract offers to 3 different people, 2 of which are going to be our race engineers, 1 of which is going to be our chief engineer, and they have a little bit of potential, which is going to end up helping us out in the long run. And then we also ended up overhauling most of our pit crew. We still got a long ways to go, but in this part, we're going to go ahead and continue and progress into the next couple of weeks. Hopefully get some contract offers, hopefully sign some people. And then we're also going to go ahead and continue to develop our car, because right now we are sitting in dead last. And Ricky Bobby said, if you're not first, you're last. And so not only are we last because we're not first, but we're also last because we're dead last. So one of the nice things is, even though we are not the best car, we have a lot of money. When I say a lot of money, I mean a lot of money. It's more money than I would have initially expected myself to be responsible of. But Ford trusts us, as well as Thomas trusts us. And so we got to make sure we take care of that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to invest into our car, because we have the worst car on the grid. And even though this is Formula 3, we have a lot of work that we need to do. Because it's Formula 3, the rules are locked where we cannot develop the front wing, or the rear wing. That's kind of a tongue twister. But we cannot upgrade those because they're locked. But you can see in the other aspects, we are last, and we do not want to be last. But because our first race is going to be at Monza, top speed, deceleration, and high speed are crucial. We cannot do anything for our rear wing, but I think that we're going to either focus on our brakes or our engine. More than likely our brakes, because the brakes are not going to take as long to upgrade. So we could end up doing multiple iterations of the brakes before we even get one iteration of our engine. And I know our engine is going to be crucial, but we got to lean into our strengths and focus on those things. So right now for our brakes, I think that I want to lean towards, me personally, I want to lean towards tire wear efficiency, because that'll help us with our race strategy. But realistically, we need to focus on our part performance and the reliability. Yeah, so we're gonna go with this one. Like I said, we need to focus on our performance and our reliability. Reliability is very, very important early on, because every team doesn't have the best reliability. And so if we focus on our reliability early on, we could end up scoring crucial points, whereas other teams are going to have to pit outside of their pit window. And if they pit outside of their pit window, 1, it messes up their strategy, but 2, they have to repair the part, which will cause them to drop down in the field and cause them to have a longer pit lane time. Now, so we're working on that part, but we're also going to end up improving our parts as well. So something that's important for this race is going to be our engines. So I think that we should focus on our engine performance, and our reliability is already pretty amazing. And I think that might be because of our backing with Ford, which is really, really helpful. And then we're going to focus on the rear wing reliability because that's a crucial part. Typically, crucial parts, their reliability dwindles a lot faster than other parts for the race. We're going to leave our HQ alone. We could upgrade something early on, but I feel like for the time being, we should put our money into something else, such as the car. And then I think everything else has pretty much been taken care of, and I feel comfortable enough to progress. Hopefully in progressing, we get those contract offers accepted, and we also get some sponsorships because running a team is not cheap and it requires a lot of financial backing. Yes, so we took care of our pit crew already. Unfortunately, these expired, but there's only so much we could do about that. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it looks like our brakes are finished, which is from this email, and then it looks like our contract offer was accepted, which is perfect. We needed this. Look, almost 5 stars of potential. We really, really needed that. So we're gonna go ahead, immediately sign her. Unfortunately, it's gonna cost us a bit more money per race, but we lock her in for 2 years. Also give her a race bonus because, hey, need my team to be motivated. I'm gonna go ahead and continue again. Looks like our brakes are finished, so we're gonna go ahead and equip them. To be honest, this is actually pretty good. We made a really good decision because it's gonna end up being 20 performance points better than what we currently have. So we could also end up doing another set of brakes. As far as which driver it goes on, don't really care right now. Once we end up signing our drivers, hopefully the ones that we extended contract offers to, we'll end up getting better. We'll end up putting that part on the better cars driver, or we'll put that part on the better driver's car. Oh my goodness. Right now I'm going to take off one of these rear wings, and we're going to improve the reliability of that set of brakes. And then we're also going to go back, going to design a new set of brakes. Luckily, we unlocked the next tier, which is really, really going to help us. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do deceleration plus 10 or reliability plus 35. And then I might do, I don't want to do this one. I want to do one of these two. Because our current brakes are 25. So if we get current brakes, if we make a pair of brakes that'll finish before the race and they're 50, that'll make a world of a difference. The reliability won't be the best, but we'll go with it. So the potential of these brakes would be 95 and currently 25. I'm actually going to go with these brakes because by the time the race comes around, they'll end up coming out straight away from 50. It'll finish one day before the race, which is nice. Reliability is pretty decent, but we'll end up unlocking this for the next iteration as well. So yeah, that's all that we can do for the time being. I think one of the reasons why our HQ is the best is because of all the part iterations that we currently have unlocked. But we're gonna not worry too much about upgrading anything. If anything, we'll upgrade one of these smaller ones first, just so we can end up getting more money out of it. Or not more money out of it, but we can use a little bit of money, and then by using a little bit of money, it'll end up providing an upgrade that'll help out tremendously in the long run. Like one of these two would help out. More than likely, we would end up doing the telemetry center before we do the simulator, because right now we really don't need to unlock the rear wing because we can't upgrade the rear wing since we're in Formula 3. but this one would also help out because it'll end up revealing to us any drivers that we may have that we can't see, or it'll end up giving us better drivers. But it looks like we got our first interview with World Sports Network. And it goes on to read, "Congratulations on joining Monsoon Motorsport. Are you interested in doing an interview for the race so that we can get to know you a bit better?" And you know me, I don't mind being in front of the camera. The answer is yes, I'll accept it. So let's see. You've certainly picked a tough task for your first job. Are you expecting to pick up many points at all this season? Now, the answer is yes, because one, the way that the championship is currently structured, we're going to be able to pick up points regardless of where we end up finishing. So yes, I am confident in that. So based on those, to be honest, I think we're going to surprise a few people this year. I have no idea why that negatively affected the morale of those two drivers, but let's see. Will so and so be your number one driver, or will you give Yvonne a chance to be the team leader? To be honest, we're committed. Look, I would say this one, but now we're gonna be honest. We're gonna be honest because we already got contract negotiations in the work to get both of them replaced. So unfortunately, they are not the best of drivers. To be honest, we're currently in the process of trying to get 2 new drivers in the car before the first race weekend. In my season preview for the race, I predicted your team to finish 10th in the final standings. What do you think about this? To be honest, I think that is fair, but we do want to perform to the maximum. And then many former drivers has turned their attention to management to make success. Will you buck the trend? To be honest, we may be similar to many, but one thing that would differ from us is that we like a challenge. And not only do we like a challenge, but we step up to the plate. And when we step up to the plate, we use our skills and we use what we've been equipped with to make the most out of it. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. We have 10 days until our first race weekend, and this is not looking too good. We have a contract negotiation, and luckily she is looking like we want her to be our free agent, or not our free agent, our reserve driver. Man, this is going to be tough for sure because we don't know what she wants because we did not scout her beforehand. So let's go up to 15. We'll increase the signing fee. 90 is steep, but even though we're offering this, we do not have to accept it if she accepts it. All right, so looks like he would like another contract negotiation. And he's going to be a race engineer. No, he's going to be a driver. So we badly need new drivers. I'm not going to give him the max. I'll give him 15 as well. Like I said, we do have the financial backing to support this, but I don't want to be blowing through all of our money. And it looks like we got Samantha, which is lovely. We needed her for sure. We'll replace her because she's the lower of the 2 race engineers. And hopefully Becky signs. And it looks like we got our first sponsor offer, and it's our only sponsor offer. So we'll wait up until the race to make a decision. There's no rush. Luckily, we would end up getting money up front, and then if we end up scoring 9th or above, we would end up getting that bonus payment. But we'll wait a little bit before we go ahead and put any sponsorships on the car. And then this is just the breaking news of Samantha joining our team. And it looks like we got 2 more contracts, one of which is Becky. We got her, and that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Especially 1 week before the race. Unfortunately, she won't have the most amount of time, including the preseason, to get familiar with the team, but that's beautiful. We needed that. So we're gonna go ahead and read our race report from our lovely executive assistant Shelly. So it looks like the next race on the calendar is the one and only Monza. It's 32 laps. Lap length is 2.4 miles. Lap record is a little under 2 minutes, and there is a 40% chance of rain during the race. A lot of pressure is placed on the brakes, which is lovely. That is what we have been focused on. Tire compounds are going to be super soft and soft. It looks like track is quite abrasive, but our car is one of the best on the grid when it comes to tire wear. So we're going to be good in that regard. That's lovely to hear. It seems like we don't have the best brakes. It looks like Zampelli does, but one of the nice things is because the track is quite abrasive and we have good tire wear, that'll help when it comes to our race strategy. We did sign Becky, and it looks like this is the breaking news. Now, I must have missed this. I did not see that this driver accepted our race offer, which is nice. We need this. Badly need this. So we are going to sign him and have him replace Yvonne. I am sorry, Yvonne, or however you say your name. I'm adding a like an accent to it just because why not? So yes, breaking news once again. The top German driver, Marvin, has decided that his future lies with racing with us. And so maybe he was already with the team. I'm honestly not too sure. But regardless, we're giving him about 100 grand a year, which luckily won't ding our bank account too much. Now, this is not good because this is literally the day before the race. And even though this is not good because we needed another driver, especially before the race. So we're going to have to keep working on that even after this race. We got a lot of work ahead of us, but looks like this is the breaking news for the race weekend. The winter break is over and all Formula 3 fans are ready for the start of a new championship battle. New drivers, new cars, but the tension always remains palpable. It looks like Zampelli are among the top of the top with Yvonne leading them. And then it looks like Mario Andretti is saying that he believes that Yvonne will end up winning the championship. So because we are struggling with finding a driver, it looks like Marvin is definitely going to be our number one for the time being, but we need to keep, I might just have to go out and based off of who we've scouted, just offer these 2 contracts because we badly need a better driver than what we currently have. And for whatever reason, I can't negotiate with him. Is this one of the no, this is one of the drivers that I just negotiated with. Or we're currently negotiating with. So we're gonna also extend a contract to Marcus in the events that the other gentleman does not end up signing. So we'll do 15, 1 year. Me personally, I prefer not to sign him for more than 1 year. And we'll give him max to the max. He also has an ambition to win. That's what we like. I mean, yes, we're looking for skill, but we also want to look for character. So now it looks like we have options for our race sponsors. And so the first sponsor will go in this location, and it's with the big dough. Unfortunately, it's 1-star sponsor, but we also a 1-star marketability. Oh no, we're 2-star marketability team. So, man, it's nothing up front, but if we finish 14th or above, we get an additional 150,000. Don't have any other options. It's the day before the race, So we'll go ahead and sign them, and man, oh man, I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty nice. Next offer is going to be Sangju, which is going to be second or above. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be punching that high right now. And so we don't lose anything. We have 2 more races before the offer expires. So we're going to wait before we sign anything. I want to see if we can get another offer and potentially get a upfront payment. That way, hey, we get some money up front, even if we don't meet what they're looking for the race. Now, as far as this one goes, it looks like we're going to be going with Wayne Chai Industries because they're both 1 stars. This one is 9th or above. This one's 8th. This one does not have any upfront payments. This one does. And the bonus payments are kind of similar. So we're going to go with this one. Plus, it's less races. We don't lock ourselves in. Probably by the time the end of the season rolls around, we'll be able to get a new sponsor in this slot. And that one goes down there. That one is looking pretty nice as well. As far as fixed payment, this one's looking pretty good. 10 races for 1 million, which is about 1 million per race, which is nice. Or 100,000 per race. Excuse my math. And this one is upfront payment 150,000. So we'll accept both of these because they're both around the same. And that'll give us money every weekend, whereas the sponsorships on this side are contingent upon our race success. But this is actually looking really nice. I'm actually really liking how our car is looking, especially with the big dough. I actually kind of like that. It's kind of weird how that color scheme is, but our car is looking a lot better. We got some sponsorships on the front ring, right here on the nose of the car. On the side pod looks really nice, and on the rear wing as well as the air intake, our car is looking pretty swell. So right now we still have 2 contract offers going out to drivers. Hopefully we can get one of them. Our race staff is completely overhauled, which is nice. Our pit crew is completely overhauled, just about. But we might go ahead and take a look. We'll hold off on signing for the time being. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue all the way up until the race. Unfortunately, it looks like we have, no, I think she already rejected, but our race brakes are finished, which is nice. We're gonna go ahead and equip these. And so because Marvin is our unofficial number 1, he will be getting the better car and all the better components. And I think that I was slacking, but we'll go ahead and add these brakes, and then we'll also improve the brakes as well. We want to focus on reliability first. Get these to about 75, and then we'll drop them. But for the next race, we are going to go ahead and build another part. Between top speed and suspension, I think we're going to focus on suspension because come the race in Toronto, that's going to be important. And yeah, we could have focused on our engine for this race and next, but we need to look down the line. Now, here's where things get a little tricky. We could end up doing this, and because it's so early on and it'll be our only part with a risk level of +1, we could end up doing this and it'll help out tremendously. But if we get caught, we're going to end up facing a race penalty. I don't want to negatively affect our reputation, but at the same time, I do want to put us in a position to be a successful team. And it looks like we got another contract offer. This one, 1 mil up front, 6 races. We'll take it. We'll take as much money as we can get right now, because that 1 mil could end up being enough money for a new engine. And then as far as this one goes, we'll leave it. There's not too much that they're offering to us. But yeah, for the time being, man, this is where we're at, and I think that we're in a pretty decent position for the time being. Still got a long ways to go. As you can see, our upgrades to the brakes have put us from 10th to 9th on the grid, but everywhere else we're still very, very lackluster. I think that our car stats are going to end up helping us out. I think our strategy to focus on reliability is going to help us out. We are not even remotely close to having good drivers. We're worst on the grid when it comes to our drivers. So our staff is going to save us. It's worst right now, but I think our potential, if not this year, then maybe next year or the following year, is going to help catapult us up. But man, oh man, we have a lot of work to do and a long ways to go. But if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and do whatever else your favorite YouTuber says on a daily basis. But as for me, it's your boy Miles. I hope to catch you in part 3, where we're going to jump into our first race weekend and see how Monsoon Motorsport ends up faring in Formula 1. But yeah, I hope to catch you in the next one.